G'day guys, Marky here, and welcome back to another episode of r/relationship advice. I do hope you enjoyed today's bloody good stories, and with that said, I want you to sit back, relax, chuck a prawn to the barbie. Let's get right into it. Cheers. Posted by user Fang724, titled, Am I the asshole for telling my sister's fiancé about her loyalty test? I'm using an alt account because my friends use Reddit, and I'm not sure if I want to open this stuff up to those in my life, as things haven't settled between everyone yet. I, 26 female, have a younger sister Lily, 24 female, who's been with her fiancé Mark, 28 male, for 3 years. They've always seemed really happy together, and they're planning to get married next summer. Lily and I have always been super close, but she can get pretty intense and a bit paranoid when it comes to relationships. A few weeks ago, Lily told me about this plan she had. She wanted to test Mark's loyalty by having her friend Sarah flirt with him at a party to see how he would react. I told her that it was a terrible idea and that she should just trust him, but she was dead set on it. She said she needed to be sure that Mark wouldn't cheat on her once they're married. So, last weekend at a party, Sarah went ahead with the plan. According to Lily, Mark was nice but didn't flirt back, and even mentioned he was engaged. But Lily was still upset because she felt he didn't shut Sarah down forcefully enough. I thought this whole thing was really unfair to Mark. He had no idea he was being tested, and I felt bad for him. So I ended up telling him what Lily did. He was shocked and hurt, but thanked me for being honest with him. Now Lily is absolutely furious with me. She says I betrayed her and ruined her relationship. She won't talk to me, and she's saying I overstepped big time. Our parents are split on this. Mum thinks I did the right thing, but Dad thinks I should have stayed out of it. Mark is now reconsidering the engagement, and Lily has cut me off completely. I'm feeling really torn and guilty. I don't know if I did the right thing by telling Mark, or if I should have just stayed out of it. Am I the asshole? And if I am, how do I fix this? Should I try to repair my relationship with Lily? Should I reach out to Mark again, or give him some space? Any advice would be really appreciated. I am so lost right now. In the comments, Angry Middle-Aged Jew says, Your sister isn't mature enough for marriage and is looking for reasons to cause drama. Either she's bored, or she cheated and came close to cheating and is projecting her guilt onto the man. Your dad is also an idiot. Think about it like this. She gave him a test, he passed with flying colors, and she's still mad that he didn't do well enough somehow? He passed a test that she created and roped her equally terrible friend into, and she's mad at the results, even though it's the one that she said she wanted. Your sister needs help, not a husband. Honestly, her fiancé couldn't win. If he was too rude, she probably would have been pissed off. Being hit on by your fiancé's best friend is a minefield whether it's real or not. It's not like telling some stranger to just get lost. If it was real, he had to navigate carefully to keep her from making up a story about how he was hitting on her. They put him in an impossible-to-navigate situation, and he still did the right thing. Honestly, he's too good for her. Threw him into the Kobayashi Maru without him knowing, and he went and passed it. I imagine OP's sister as the commandant from the Police Academy movies. Not the asshole, and I don't blame Mark. I wouldn't want to marry someone who doesn't trust me either. Furthermore, she was dissatisfied that her game didn't end up showing her fiancé as a player. She wanted to go further. She wanted to trick him to catch him. Why is she so obsessed with proving he is a cheater? Who would want to associate with someone so invested on trying to trick them or pushing someone else to harass them as a testimony of their engagement or fidelity? I'm wondering if the didn't shut her down forcefully enough parts meant that Lily was hoping for a bigger, more, I love my fiancé, get away from me, woman, kind of reality TV reaction. Maybe his reaction didn't make her feel special enough or something. You are both adults. You are both free to make your own choices and to have your own thoughts and feelings. Lily made her choice, and you believed she made a bad decision. I agree with you. Lily does not have to agree with you. Lily is responsible for her own actions. She made her choice, and she owns the consequences of her own decisions and actions. Let her be pissed off. Your sister is not mature enough to be married. At this point, you should stay far, far away from this situation. Let Lily and Mark figure out their own relationship, not the asshole. Edit to add, it appears both you and Mark failed at the loyalty test according to Lily's definition. Perhaps you should ask your sister what exactly loyalty means to her. I don't think she has a good understanding of the meaning. If she did, she would not have put either one of you in this situation. I think that's some spot-on advice right there. I think this was a no-win situation, no matter what happens. I always like to think, what's the alternative in a situation like this? And if he was more forceful with the alternative in this situation, that could be a red flag in a partner. Do you really want a partner that blows up at people when that person's kindness gets misconstrued as flirting? She's honestly such a little baby for attacking you, for going to him about it, being like, you know what I just wanted to say? My sister's being crazy right now. Here's how she's being crazy, and she put you in a rock and a hard place. Your sister's reaction to your actions is insane to me. I think she's absolutely delulu, not the arsehole OP. And now, on to the updates. Hey everyone, I wanted to update you since it's been a month since everything went down. First off, thanks to everyone who shared their thoughts and advice. It helped a lot to hear different perspectives, and that most people seem to agree that I did the morally right thing, which lifted a huge weight off my chest. After my post, things were really tense. Lily refused to talk to me, and there was a huge divide in our family since we're the only 2 kids my parents have now. Mark reached out once to say thanks, but I could tell that he needed space, so I gave it to him. Me trying to be a source of comfort to him after everything went down didn't seem right, and I didn't want any worse assumptions to start. About 2 weeks in, Lily reached out and asked to meet up. I was surprised, but eventually we did meet up, and while she was still upset and despite how pissed off she was at the beginning, she realized her actions were over the top. She told me she's going to see a therapist to work on her insecurities. It was an emotional talk, and we both cried. We agreed to try to slowly mend things, starting with meeting up at our parents' house more often, but it's going to take time. Mark took a break from Lily to process everything. They put their wedding plans on hold, which was hard for both of them. About a week ago, he decided he wanted to try and work things out, agreeing to attend couples therapy with her too. It's not easy, but they're committed to trying, and I guess I was so guilty at the start because it was obvious, despite everything, that he was crazy in love with her, and I didn't want to break that. During this time, I've been working on myself too. I've realized how much I value honesty and integrity in relationships, and I'm trying to be more supportive without overstepping. It's a learning process, but I'm trying. Lily and I aren't back to where we were, and I don't know how long it'll take, but we can keep trying. We've had a few good talks and laughed a little like we used to. Thanks again to everyone who offered advice and support. It's been a tough month, but I'm happier now. I'll keep you posted if anything major changes. Take care, and thanks again. In the comments, Roguish Squirrel says, communication winning the day? That's something you don't see every day. Good one on everybody in this story. Apologies if this post comes off curt. Seeing my fair share of these stories tends to leave me jaded and cynical, but do know the kudos are very much real, and I hope things work out for everybody. Even the most rational people can, at weak moments, do really dumb shit. I'm glad Lily had the self-awareness to realize her errors. That willingness to be contrite may have saved several relationships in her family and her own marriage, though that's obviously still up in the air. Doesn't make loyalty testing any less ridiculous, of course. The thing that is bullshit, other than the loyalty test, is how Lily interpreted the results. Mary was screwed no matter what. He doesn't engage Sarah, but because he didn't shut it down fast enough, he's still the asshole? This seems positive, but I see failure in that relationship's future. Relationship tests are a sign of immaturity and insecurity. My partner has full access to all my electronics and information. Why not? Edit. It's not about controlling behavior, it's just that I see whatever my partner has and mine as a joint unit and ownership. I really don't care and they don't either. See, I feel the same about electronics, but my partner threatened to break up with me if I ever went through his without asking. He's just really protective of his privacy, and apparently it's more common than I realized to not share everything in relationships. My husband and I know each other's phone pins and computer passwords. We have the potential to go through each other's devices. It would still be pretty weird if one of us actually did that though, because it would signal that there was already a huge trust issue. Same. I actually picked my PIN because it was something my husband would remember. I don't care if he uses my phone or computer, but I'd be concerned if he felt the need to actually snoop. Quote, Lily reached out and asked to meet up. I was surprised, but eventually we met up, and while she was still upset, and despite how pissed off she was at the beginning, she realized her actions were over the top. This doesn't read like Lily being pissed off at herself, but OP, and or her fiancé. If even after all of this, she is still looking to blame someone else, I think she's too immature to make this relationship work. Yeah, if Lily is still refusing to take the fall, the relationship will fail eventually. I don't think it's entirely all doom and gloom. Like, I do think this is something you can get over if you're willing to put the work into it, but, that's not always reality, is it? If I were hitting the TAB and doing some bets, I'd bet on this relationship failing because I'd want that good payout. I want that good money. But you never know. The underdog can always come back at halftime and score and win the game. I personally don't anticipate another update coming in the future, but if it does, I'd love to know what happens. But it's glad that at least Lily is coming back and working on fixing things with OP, regardless of her still being pissed off. I think that says good things about the future. Hopefully not bad things. Our next post is by user ThrowRA_SadMum123, titled, My 47 female, pregnant daughter, 22 female, is going to marry an incarcerated man, 29 male. How can I go about this situation? I'm concerned for my child. Yes, she's an adult, but I feel like she's making the worst decision for herself. I don't approve at all. My daughter had good things going for herself. She graduated high school, went to college, and graduated with her associates, got accepted into dental school, and all of it's going down the drain because she chose to invest her time and energy into her quote-unquote soulmate. About a year ago, my daughter started writing letters to prisoners as a pen pal to keep them company. At first, I was uncomfortable with the idea for many, many reasons. It never crossed my mind that she'd fallen for a criminal, but I still rented a P.O. box for her so she wouldn't give out her address. My daughter was in a healthy relationship with her now ex-fiancé. They've been together since her senior year in high school. They just had their first child over a year ago, expecting another, and they got engaged 6 months ago. A month ago, my daughter told me that she and her fiancé were taking a break, and 2 weeks ago, she called off the engagement and left him. He is a complete wreck. He told me it hurts that his family that he created with my daughter is now broken. He feels so blindsided, as do I, because I believed my daughter was truly in love, but she wasn't. She wasn't happy. I've been supportive of my daughter during this whole situation, that is, until she told me that she's already in a new relationship. I was taken aback. I obviously started questioning her about it, and she confessed she had fallen for one of the prisoners that she's written to. In fact, they've been together for 3 months. It makes me sick to my stomach even typing this out right now, because I just can't believe it. She said they've been in contact for almost 8 months, and since then, they have fallen more and more in love with each other. She has visited him multiple times. In fact, she's even taken my grandson to see this guy. She's shown me pictures of them embracing and him holding my grandchild. I've done some research and looked up his charges, and I'm livid she even brought my grandson, even herself, around someone who could do such horrible things. I'm terrified for my daughter and grandson. I've tried expressing my concerns to her, but she's in a whole other world. She told me the last in-person visit they had, he popped the question, and she said yes, and that's when I snapped. I was and am very pissed about this whole situation, and she's heard that I'm not supportive of her decisions. She has defended their relationship and her choices, and we started arguing. It got so bad that now she's not speaking to me or allowing me to see my grandbaby, and it breaks my heart. I love my child, but I will never approve of this relationship. I understand that as an adult, she has the right to make her own choices, and I've always been proud of her independence. But as someone who truly loves her deeply, it's hard for me to watch her make a decision that I feel could be harmful to herself and my grandson. I am scared for her because of what I've learned about this person's past, and I can't shake the fear of what could happen. I don't want to lose her or my grandchild to a situation that seems so risky. I don't know what else I can do. I feel so hopeless. Please, what else can I do? In the comments, Terry Yonjif says, I would personally give all the information you have on the new guy to the ex and implore him to get the family court immediately and fight for full custody and sole custody of the kids. You can't stop your adult child from ruining her life and putting herself in danger, but you can assist in getting your minor grandchild away from this situation and away from her poor decision-making. She may hate you for doing this, but the safety of the child is more important than her clouded feelings right now, and maybe the courts threatening to remove her child might be the wake-up call to stop the foolishness. Also, if OP helps the father get custody, she still could have a relationship with the child, just not via her daughter. Her relationship with the inmate may hinge on the inmate getting access to the child. Is the former fiancé fighting for custody? How does your daughter plan to support her 2 kids? Hopefully the ex will be able to make sure the kids are safe and get CPS involved if they are not. I have a feeling that the exhaustion from single parenting a newborn will have your daughter coming to her senses soon. How much longer is her partner in jail for? OP replies, her ex-fiancé still doesn't know about her new relationship. When my daughter ended their relationship, he felt completely blindsided because he didn't see it coming. No one did. If he knew she was in another relationship, especially with a criminal, it would be a living nightmare. I think he has the right to know because she's bringing his children to see this man. For privacy reasons, I will not give out any names. He's currently serving a life sentence. I'll let you guess, but he could get out early on parole. He has a history of domestic abuse and breaking protective orders. She's taking the children there? For the love of God, why? This entire situation is insane. You 100% need to contact the ex. He needs to get sole custody. There is absolutely no reason for these children to be going to visit a felon. A life sentence? You need to explain to your daughter now before you take legal action to gain sole custody with the father. She needs it spelled out on paper how this person is literally dropping an atomic bomb on her life while literally being locked up. I would ask questions like, how can you marry someone you have never seen interact or function in legit real society? Why is she so quick to not look into his past? How can you marry someone you have never seen interact with another person? How can you bring children around someone who is in for life? OP, I know you aren't sharing, but did this dude kill someone? This is the craziest post I have ever read. Please update us, and I'm sorry this is happening. Tell her ex everything so he files for full custody, and in the meantime, his attorney needs to make sure that she never ever takes that baby to prison ever again. That felon has no business being anywhere near those children. If she wants to marry him, good luck to her, but those kids need to be priority number 1. OP replies, it's sad, but everything you said is the truth. My grandkids don't need to be brought into this situation, especially not having any clue what's going on. It hurts because I feel like I'm losing my daughter. Yeah, there really is no winning in a situation like this. All you can do is be really careful and get custody taken off of her because it doesn't seem as though she's acting rationally. She's been pen pals with this guy for how long and, cheating on her fiancé for how long? Something is seriously wrong with this woman. I mean, the 7-year age gap, maybe there's a question there about how that relationship started, but how old is this felon that she's going out with? What's the age gap there? Obviously, that's very minor, but how did he get a life sentence? And why is she bringing kids around this guy? Also, how are so many felons able to get women wrapped around their finger like this? Just boggles my mind. And now, on to the update. I wanted to start off with thanking everyone that took time to give me some advice. After receiving a lot of comments with suggestions on how I should handle this situation, I went ahead and told the father of my grandchildren about what has been going on. He was my soon-to-be son-in-law, and I've grown to love him as if he was my own. I believe he has every right to know about the well-being of his children, so I confessed everything to him. Thankfully, I have a family therapist who is a very close friend of mine. She's been here with us since the divorce between me and my ex-husband. I called her. We spoke about the situation, and she agreed to guide me to tell the kid's father. I called him over to my home, and we all had a very long talk. I let him know everything, and he broke down, crying hysterically. It was horrible. He felt so violated, not only as a partner to her, but as a father to their kids. I made it very clear that I would support him no matter what the circumstances. At this point, it's not only about my daughter, but my grandkids. We discussed the charges against my daughter's new fiancé, and he was beyond livid. He actually suggested himself taking my daughter to court, and I agreed with him that it would be the best thing to do. We came to an agreement that he wouldn't tell my daughter what he knew, and that way, I could get more information to help him plead his case. But yesterday, shit hit the fan. I received some angry texts from my daughter, and it didn't end well. I post the text here. D is daughter, M is mum, OP. She goes, "Mum, why aren't you answering me?" "Dude, answer your phone." I roll facepalm. "Hello?" "I'm sorry I couldn't answer the phone. I was driving and my phone wasn't connected to the Bluetooth." "What's wrong, babe? Is everything okay?" "Why the hell do you hate me so much? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you going out of your way to tell my business to Redacted for? Redacted, babe, I love you, but please don't speak to me like this. Can you please try telling me what's going on calmly?" "The F do I need to be calm for? All you do is stress me out. I'm 7 months pregnant and high risk, and you want me stressed for what?" "Redacted, honey, I don't want you to be stressed, and I don't want to be the reason to cause it. So, why the F are you telling Redacted my business?" "What do you mean?" "He's been blowing up my phone all night long. He called me again on his break this morning and said you brought him to see Dr. Redacted and told him that I've been cheating on him throughout our relationship. You told him about Redacted and that I've been letting him around Redacted. What the hell is wrong with you?" "Redacted, honey, there's nothing wrong with me. I understand why you're upset, but baby, this man is a very dangerous criminal. He's doing life for a reason. He murdered his ex. He abused her, and she went to get an order of protection against him, and he violated all of it. I love you and Redacted with all my heart, and I can't imagine a life without you both." Oh my god. You are so effing narcissistic, facepalm, facepalm. Redacted, I'm asking you to please be respectful. I don't deserve to be spoken to like this. In response to the dangerous criminal text, dangerous? You don't even effing know him. Did you skip over the messages right after that? He was abusing a poor girl. She didn't feel safe and went to get a protective order against him, and he violated them and ended up murdering her. Redacted, open your eyes. He's guilty and serving time. He's not guilty of a damn thing. You clearly don't understand how any of this shit works. He wasn't found guilty. He took a plea deal. He still got life, but he can still get out on parole. He did this to avoid getting life without parole. You don't understand any of this shit. He still killed someone. Why are you not addressing this? He's a murderer. No, he's not. He's a victim that needed to defend himself. Defend himself? He was a grown-ass man beating on a woman. What, so men can't be victims of abuse? The witch would start fights, hit him and play victim in the end. It was a whole cycle. Redacted, can we not do this over text? Please answer your phone. No, I don't want to. We can talk through text or don't have to talk at all. Grinning smiley. What's your issue? My issue is you. You're weird as fuck going behind your daughter's back. I'm your kid. You should have my back. I do have your back, but I also care for the livelihood of my grandchildren. This situation is unhealthy and unsafe for children. You as an adult can do whatever you please, but when children are being put in these toxic situations, action needs to be taken. Oh, so you agree with Redacted that I'm an unstable, unfit mother? Crying laughing emoji 3 times. You are such a narcissistic witch. I can see why Dad divorced you before he died. I wouldn't want to be buried next to you either. I've had enough of the disrespect, Redacted. I've been nothing but calm and respectful, and you've disrespected me over and over. We've been past respect. You told my business to my baby daddy. You disrespected me, so I'm returning it, laughing crying emoji. You've changed. You've become such a nasty individual, and it's upsetting that as my only daughter, you treat me this way after everything I've done for you. Yeah, I have changed. I had an effing baby, went through postpartum by myself. Redacted would see me struggling and didn't do shit. I was working to provide for my family. I had no emotional support. I was by myself. Just me and my son. When I found out I was having baby 2, I was by myself. Yeah, Redacted had a job and took care of us, but he wasn't there to help me. I was by myself. I found a man who, yes, made some mistakes in his past, but he's making up for it. He finished school, is allowing God to lead him in life, and he's positive. He respects me and pushes me to be strong. He motivates me, and he provides emotional support. I don't need a man's money because I make my own, but I needed love, and he provided that for me. I don't understand why you felt the need to go out of your way to disturb our peace, but I'm happy and very much in love with him, and I'm not leaving him. Look at how you're acting, Redacted. You're spiraling. This man is no good. Oh my god, get the F out. I'm tired of the back and forth, facepalm emoji. Like I told Redacted, good luck taking me to court, finger emoji. Until then, you won't be seeing me, Redacted, or the baby for the sake of our mental health. You bring nothing but drama and negativity into our lives, and we'd be so much better off without you. Please don't contact me, or you will be blocked. I called the children's father to ask him what the hell he was thinking, and he explained that he wasn't. He's been apologizing non-stop, but the damage has already been done. I'm at a loss for words. I'm devastated, I'm heartbroken, I've officially lost my daughter and grandkids, and I don't know what else to do. I can't imagine not being a part of their lives, and it hurts me deeply. What did I do wrong to deserve this? Is there any way I could fix this? In the comments, Trish SF says, time. Guarantee this guy has other women on the hook. Why not? He's got nothing going for him, and he'll never see the light of day again. Maybe it's possible to hire a private investigator that can find out if there are others or not, but at some point, she's going to miss being touched. Dates, hugs in the morning at night, just be there when she crashes because she will. That's all you can do. I'm so sorry. Keep supporting the father. He will get them eventually, and you can still be grandma. Your daughter was lost before you even posted. She may come back, but keep in with the dad. Good luck, OP. OP replies, he feels really guilty for my daughter's reaction, but I believe it was only a matter of time before she was going to crash out. At this moment in time, I'm worried for my grandson. It makes me question, if my daughter can get so angry with me with something like this, how angry can she get at my grandbaby? Your grandchild's dad can still get custody. Daughter is making horrible choices. OP replies, after rereading her messages, I think it's possible my daughter was suffering from postpartum depression, and by getting pregnant again so soon, her body didn't get enough time to heal. Her hormones are all over the place, and her mental health is declining. She wasn't like this a year ago. She was a happy, respectful, caring soul, but all of that's changed, and I feel horrible. I wish I could have seen her behavior myself. I could have gotten her the help she needed right then and there. This is one of those posts that I really hope is fake, and they blow their cover by going over the top next update. Like tomorrow getting a post they've already been to court and seen a judge with a summary judgment. Please, Reddit gods, let this be fake. Even if this specific post is fake, this happens every single day. I used to work for the prison systems, and we called them prison bunnies. And I am not kidding you, these girls are crazy. Yup, these prisoners get sympathy from the fools and get them to put money on their books so they can buy what they need in jail. Because they're so innocent. I wish this were fake, But almost this exact scenario happened with my sister-in-law. Lonely, started writing to a guy in prison, fell for a guy convicted for murder, he got out, they got married and had a kid. A few years pass, and she finds out he's been cheating on her and stealing her money and was emotionally abusive. Everyone saw that it was bad news, but no one could talk her out of it while it was going on. I hope this resolves differently. X is an idiot for immediately spilling the beans when his child's safety is on the line. Yeah, he messed that up so badly. Now Crazy Girl is fully aware of his plans, so she can lawyer up and stonewall him in family courts. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm guessing there's a small kernel of truth about him and all her complaining, but he still deserves custody more than her. She's lost her damn mind. And that's where I'm going to end today's episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!